Astroworld tragedy, COVID vaccines, Biden is inaugurated, and my brothers in arms stormed the Capitol on January 6th. We are talking about...
See you later. That's it. We can't. It's only downhill from here.
2021. That's the year that we are talking about. I'm Adam.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm Britt.
I'm so happy. I'm Joey.
Oh, and today, today we're doing something a little different. We're going to do a couple lists for you all. We each picked 3 films that we thought should be included in the book of 1001 by 1. They stopped doing updates to this book for like the 2020 season, basically. So like Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and Nomadland were some of the last movies that were included in the book, which I think great. I'm so happy they were included. But between 2021 and 2026, there have been so many incredible films that we think could have been added in. So we decided, why not talk about 3 each that we think should be included. So that's what we're going to do today. Here's some 2021 movie facts for you guys that I got 3 minutes before we started our last podcast.
I hope they're all about like 2019. Like
I hope so too. Yeah,
like Parasite was the winner at Palm.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be perfectly honest, because again, I did this 3 minutes before the last podcast we did, so I didn't fact check any of these. So the highest grossing film of 2021 was Spider-Man: No Way Home. Mm-hmm. Pretty exciting stuff. At Cannes, Titane won the Palme d'Or. And at the Oscars, Coda won Best Picture. And at the BAFTAs, Power of the Dog won Best Film. And our personal favorite, the MTV Movie Awards, Spider-Man: No Way Home was awarded the Best Movie. Euphoria was awarded the Best Show. And then the Best Kiss was awarded to Poopsie and the Snake from Jackass Forever, which I did not watch.
Obviously. Yes.
Yeah. Best Kiss, our personal favorite thing that's ever happened. Obviously, it's the best. And also, this was the year that the Snyder Cut of Justice League was finally released. Something everybody was really hoping for, right?
Yep. Right to HBO Max.
Right onto HBO Max. It was 4.5 hours long. It was trash. But
it was slower trash. Huh?
It's slower. It was slow cinema trash.
Yeah.
Slow cinema trash.
I did too. Yeah.
Oh, me too. Are you kidding me? It was mid-pandemic. We had nothing else to do.
We watched it. Yes.
Of course we did.
I remember Krista was out. It was just like me and Cole hanging out, and he was 1, and I was like, "All right, so we're just doing this." And he was 1. He didn't give a shit.
He was like, "I'm a baby. I can't do anything about this, Dad."
He's like, "Your poor choices will affect my growing up, unfortunately."
Here's the thing. It did not affect his taste in movies because he has pretty good taste in movies, as we know from the podcast episode you guys did.
Great taste.
Yeah, great taste.
We saw Hoppers the other day, and he's like, that was really good. But he's having trouble because he liked it better than Wild Robot. So he's like, and I'm like, and me and Kristen are like, well, no, what? Hoppers is great, but Wild Robot, he's like, I don't know. So he's struggling. So he's like, I need some time.
He's allowed to have different opinions from his parents.
I hope he does. Oh, no, and he does. And he will happily tell us. It confronts him.
So and then he'll be like, don't be a loser, Dad.
Yeah. No, he will. He'll make me feel terrible. I have a question that I very purposely didn't ask on the chat in this because I wanted to answer it here. So there's a movie that I assume most of us will have, if not on the list, very close to the list. There's an episode we did earlier this season where we put a 2021 movie and we all put it in the book.
Absolutely. I think it's still allowed.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't put it on. Okay. So I have to readjust. Okay.
Yeah.
Since we already put it in the book, I was like, well, it's in the book. But okay.
Well, but unofficially, like that.
No, I know, but I was just trying to make room for more stuff.
I mean, that's fair. You do you. I don't remember that far back, Joey. So, like,
I just took the list very literally. I'm like, I got to put the three. I got to put the three, you know?
I'm going to be honest. I forgot. I was the one who chose this list, and I fully forgot about it until today. So even though we've been talking about it. So, I didn't take it anywhere near as seriously as you guys, apparently. But that's why we love 1001 by 1 by 3. It's a mess.
It's all good. It's all good.
Good. Okay, great. Who wants to go first? Who wants to start? We should say we're counting down from 3 to 1, and these are actually in the order of what we think is like. We're counting down to our favorite, the one we actually think like this should go in above anything else.
Yeah, I want to go third.
You want to go third? Okay, great.
Yes.
Adam's going to go first.
I have to readjust.
Then.
Sure, sounds good. So I had a short list of like 8 or so that movies that I really liked for one reason or another. And it was kind of easy to pick out some. And I will say that there were a ton of movies from this year that I just haven't revisited. So like I don't know if this will come up on anybody's list. Well, maybe I'll say one. Like Drive My Car is not going to make my list.
It's on my honorable mentions too.
So when I cut it down to 6, Drive My Car was the last one.
But like I haven't seen it since that award season. So maybe I watch it and I'm like, fuck me, that's a good movie. But I'm going off of the movies that either made a much bigger impact or that I've revisited more recently. So
I love that. Whereas I'm going off vibes. Like it's all vibes for me.
There you go.
I'm more in line with Adam here.
Big surprise.
Well, whatever. This is coming off of the Crash episode where you two agreed on everything. I mean, just
not everything. We did have a minor argument in the middle.
But that wasn't about the movie.
That wasn't about the movie.
That was nothing to do with Crash.
Joey was just needling me. He just wanted me to get pissed off.
Yep.
I could tell.
It worked.
I was like, we're agreeing too much.
It worked.
You're like, this is bad.
So my number 3, I think possibly I had an opportunity for the lead to get a performance nom. I think it was kind of a stretch, just given what the movie was about. Although this director would go on to do a ton of good. He'd win a bunch of Oscars a few years later. So my number 3 is actually Sean Baker's Red Rocket. Which is a movie that it actually took me a few years after it came out to see. And I want to make sure I'm getting the name right of the main guy, because I definitely Simon Rex plays Mikey, who essentially is a former porn star and is basically has to come back to his hometown because he has basically kind of failed out of the business. And it's watching his trials and tribulations of trying to basically just live life. He is such a despicable person, and yet he is so overly charismatic. It's fun to watch him try so hard. It is a captivatingly dark comedy. Really cementing how much I like Sean Baker's movies. I guess outside of Takeout, which I was very low on when we did those.
How dare you.
I remember.
This movie is really, really fun. Its use of Bye 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 by NSYNC is kind of top-notch phenomenal. I really like this movie.
I want to like that movie. It weirded me out when I first watched it, but especially after the last episode we just recorded, I need to rewatch it to hash out why it weirded me out so much. I think maybe it just made me feel weird things, right? It like pushed me in a weird direction. So I need to rewatch it.
He's essentially convincing a high school student that she should get
that was
into the business.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That was where I was like, I don't know how I feel about this movie, but I will rewatch it because
really
it was well made.
It's like it's shot through like these rose tinted glasses, like this, the way that he thinks everything's just going to be perfect.
Yes.
This happens.
I mean, that's so true. I do need to rewatch it.
It's
again, a transgressive film that actually does push the envelope, right?
Yeah. Anyway,
That's
so
Baker.
For me, the number 2 and 1 were really easy. I had a couple of films vying for this, but I'm like, let's throw Sean Baker some love. I like that he's
awesome.
doing all this stuff. So yeah, Red Rocket's my number 3.
I love that. I tried to find weird films that I liked that I would personally put in the book myself. I felt like I needed to be true to my spirit, true to my soul, true to myself, my heart. And so the first movie, number 3, is going to be it's a dark fantasy movie called The Green Knight by David Lowery. I I think it is one of the most interesting Arthurian tales we've ever had. I think fantasy movies are very difficult to do. They're not very marketable, and they're just, honestly, most of the time they come out really cheesy. And there's something about this movie that really hits me. I watched it at Christmas time because it's a Christmas movie, obviously, just like The Hunt. And it's just, I think it's beautiful. I really, really like this movie. I think it's unique. I love the way that it is in different like parts, basically. I love the use of Alicia Vikander in this because I think she's very, very good in her dual roles. I think Dev Patel is like, he should star in more things because I think that he really carries a film, and I really like it. So I'm going with The Green Knight by David Lowery.
This is another one, like just like Drive My Car, I have not seen since this year, and I definitely need to watch it again because I was I think mid on it. Like I definitely didn't not like it, but I didn't.
Fair,
I wasn't as captivated as you were. But like again, I've only seen it the one time.
I should also say that like I'm an Arthurian legend girl. I've read every single version that I can possibly get my hands on. I grew up with these tales. I think that they're very difficult to translate onto screen and make work and still feel like folklore. And I felt like I was watching folklore on screen. And that's a really impressive thing. And it's weird. It's a weird little flick.
I mean, continuing the Barry Keoghan track record of playing wild ass characters. You know,
yes.
like let's just keep that
streak
going.
I never want him to be normal. I never want him to just be like, I'm a normal dad doing a 9 to 5.
I work at a bank. Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah. A weird fucking bank. But yeah, no, I saw it once, and then every time somebody will put something up on like Twitter or Instagram, I'm like, oh yeah, that movie. Like I don't even know that I fully remember it. Like
that's
I definitely
fair.
need to rewatch it.
That's fair. And again,
dislike it. I'm just like, but I'm not Arthurian legend based as you're. I'm not even sure I'm saying those things right. I have no idea what that is. But that's not my
That's okay. My sister and I were weird fucking kids, okay? We were very strange. My mom and dad brought us to see the ruts of the Oregon Trail because we were so excited about them. We wore bonnets, and my mom was like, what is wrong with my children? Why are they so fucking weird? So it makes sense. It's okay. No, truly, you can ask her, and she will tell you it was the most boring trip we've ever taken, and my sister and I loved it.
That's amazing.
And that's Arthurian legends?
No. Arthurian legends is like King Arthur from England.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that. I just don't care about that any less than I do.
No. I was just saying
we're
like
nice
another
at the
way
table.
that
Like, good fuck.
No, Joey, she switched to another different thing that made her
another
weird.
different weird historical thing. Yeah, totally different thing. But okay, you've been podcasting with me for enough. Like, you know that I'm just gonna jump around to wherever I want.
I'm just awesome. Clarifying bonnets and legends and dysentery. I don't know.
And we got to trade some meat, right?
Kill all the buffalo. Yes.
Kill all the buffalo. We actually got so bored with playing Oregon Trail. We got bored with playing Oregon Trail on the computer, so then we started playing it in the backyard, where we'd actually like fold up our clothes and put it in a wagon and bring it around the backyard.
That's stellar.
We were cool kids. We're cool adults.
Arthurian.
Mm-hmm. Arthurian legends, which is not the same as the Oregon Trail. Let me be very, very clear.
Freaking cool King Arthur. I don't know.
But then again,
sure there's some magic
I had a really bad high school experience, so very different people.
You're like, I wore the bonnet first day and nobody liked it.
I thought everybody liked bonnets.
I made it special with the high school's colors, and they were all so mean. Like my first lunch table was like, does anybody want to hear about King Arthur? And they all yelled at me. And then I don't know why the next 4 years were so bad.
I would not be surprised if I did force people to hear.
They called me Artie for 4 years.
Oh no, it's fair.
Man, I don't know what happened.
Why does everyone think I'm so weird? Because I put on my shawl from the Middle Ages. Where's my tome?
I just walked around saying the old classrooms, and everybody was like, "What
Look
the
at
fuck?"
this tapestry that I've been embroidering. I do
Like,
love
I
to
only
embroider
ate food that was from the 1600s.
Well, my dad did bake bread all the time, and I would bring fresh bread every day. So I'm not helping myself.
Walking around
right
with a
now.
bonnet and a cape, and everybody getting fresh bread. Everybody's like,
Here's my magic spell book.
You're like making your own butter at lunch. You're like, oh my god, this isn't a long enough period. I'm so hungry. I'm so fucking hungry, but it takes so
I'm
long
gonna
to
be
make this
perfectly
butter.
honest.
But I need the bread to be warm that my dad brings it. He can't. We don't have refrigeration. We can't bring the butter. I have to make it. And everybody's like, cool, you want to go to the football game this weekend? And you're like, oh, is there horses? Is it a joust?
On a horse.
Is there a joust? I don't know why I come so hard. I wanted to go to jousts.
I think you went harder on me than you did on Log.
I wore a cape every day. Why didn't people like it? There were so many capes. My parents spent thousands of dollars on capes.
Oh my
Holy
god, this
shit.
is the best roast that's ever happened.
Oh man.
You know what? I like that I'm the weird girl in a bonnet, and I'm not Meg Adams, so I'll accept.
It's fair. All right. So my number 3 is obviously Escape Room Tournament of Champions. It's not, but it just felt right. I do like that movie, though. It's so good. They have to keep escaping, and one girl doesn't feel pain. And if she would have Britt's cape and bonnet, she would have fucking great. Nobody would have done an escape room with her, but...
Bitches, wait, I'm gonna show up in a cape and bonnet next time we record.
And Neil just walks
wow.
out. All right, anyway, my number 3... So this was, I had like a nice list, then like the cuts, and then I was hoping we would take out some things, but whatever. So my number 3 is a movie. I think it was my first or second recommend when we started this. Directed by and written by Emma Seligman, Shiva Baby.
Oh yeah,
a movie I really, really love. I've recommended to a lot of people, and I just really like that movie a great deal. I think it does a lot of really good things with a very limited everything, and I like everybody in it. And the movie is 1 hour and like 20 minutes, and it is the most anxious 80 minutes you could get. It doesn't let up, and I really appreciate that it does not let up at any point.
Yeah. I blind bought that on your recommend, and I'm glad I did. I it's very captivating, that movie.
yes.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I'm
The
surprised we
minivan
haven't
scene, just
drafted
like
it.
the minivan scene, just is so like just crushes me every time.
I really am surprised that no one's drafted it yet, because I think that would be a really interesting movie to have an episode about. There's a lot packed into that 80 minutes.
I mean, yeah,
100%. 100%. There's so much.
I feel like maybe what we're doing is like test driving different like Future by 3 episodes, because I mean, Shiva Baby and like the top 3 most anxious movies, like that's because what creates anxiety for everybody is different.
Really good question.
So
Yeah. Oh, that's great. We should write that down.
We could do
I guess I
Escape Room
should
and
write
Best
that
Buddy
down.
Comedies. Escape Room and movies you can only relate to if you have groups of friends. I'm a fan of the Escape Room series for some reason.
that's amazing. I'm learning so much.
Joey likes escape rooms, and I like churning my own butter. So
Put chives in there today. All right, Adam's through 2.
Yeah. So when we did our 25 best director debuts of the 21st century, somebody on Twitter asked if a certain movie made the list, and it didn't make anybody's list, and I kind of forgot about the movie, and I feel like a right ass, because this movie has 4 tremendously powerful performances in it,
Yeah.
and it was a big oversight. So I'm going to correct that here. And my number 2 for 2021 is a movie called Mass.
Great movie. This is going to be my number 2. I get to change that. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to change it. You can keep it.
I get
just
to.
saying,
That's awesome. Yeah. Absolute botch by all of us not putting on that list.
What were we thinking?
Well, and I will tell you, I made my list completely based off of the movies that I own, and that is a movie that you can't own. It is not ownable.
Such
that movie,
bullshit.
Crazy.
And
should have been nominated that year.
I mean, it should have. And it's so it's Ann Dowd, Martha Plimpton, Jason Isaacs, and Reed Birney, who I think if you know him at all, it's because he's like a stage actor, really.
Oh, is that where he's from? Because I know a lot of people were really big on him, but he was the one I wasn't really familiar with.
Yeah.
Makes sense then.
But it's just proof that if you have a compelling story and talented actors, you really it's proof of that old saying, like 90% of a director's job is casting. You cast the right people, and it's going to be in the end result. It's a really captivating movie, strong performances. I just completely riveting. And I have not revisited it, but I remember how I felt before, during, and after. And great movie.
Really
such
great
a botch
movie.
on our part, but I'm so glad we are rectifying that here. It's such a fucking good movie.
Really fucks you up. Like I think I watched that like twice, like around that like award season. I was blown away. It wasn't all over the place for things because it was just so good.
I think the subject matter, honestly. To be perfectly honest,
100%,
I think
100%.
I think people were like, this hits too close to home. We can't deal with that. And I think, again, those people need to dig deep in their hearts and figure out why it makes them uncomfortable and realize that it's actually them processing emotion.
100%.
Personally, love that. Such a great choice. So again, I went with vibes for this because I felt like, we know me, I'm going to do whatever I want. And I really wanted to get an animated movie on this list because I feel like there are not enough in the book. And 2021 was actually a really interesting year for animated movies. There was one in particular, and I know that I've already said this one before, but it was years ago, so I feel like I can bring it back because people probably haven't heard of it or didn't even remember. So there's this movie called Inuo, and it's about two performers in the 14th century Japan who find each other and become big like rock stars, honestly. It's directed by Masaki Yuasa from Science Saru. It is a really interesting, unique film. It is one of the only times I've seen an animated movie that really makes me feel like I'm at a rock concert, but also has a really deep story in the middle, like at the heart of it. It's a great film. I really, really like it. And I think it absolutely deserves to be in the book. There was a lot of talk that it was going to be nominated for like Best Animated Feature, and it didn't get a nomination.
What won that year?
Oh God, I don't remember, but let me look it up real quick. Vamp for just a second.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, and I don't watch as many, but it wasn't The Mitchells versus the Machines, which was the only animated film that I considered for this list.
It wasn't that. I'm going down right now because Encanto won.
Okay,
because we don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah. No.
That was the Flea year. Okay.
Yeah.
The Mitchells versus the Machines, and then Ryan the Dragon, and that Luca. Luca didn't need a nomination.
No.
I think Inuo deserved a nomination here. It's a really interesting story. It deals with a totally different time period than we're used to. It's beautiful, and it's a really unique experience. So I highly recommend people watch it, and I think it deserves to be in the book, personally.
There you go.
So yeah. That was my second.
Cool.
I'm not beating those weird like I'm still wearing a bonnet and churning butter at this point. Like with like I'm not beating any of those accusations with this list so far.
We are who we are. As long as you own it. This is where I have trouble because there's versus things that we've spoken about versus. But I'm going to go here with a movie that made our 25 best movies of the last 25 years. Worst Person in the World. Because, you know what? That movie's great. And Joachim Trier is great. Keeps putting out bangers. So, but I really love that movie. I rewatched it again somewhat recently and completely holds up. And when we did that Oscars episode that year, Adam, I had not gotten to it yet, and you said to. So I got there. I rushed. And I was like, oh, I missed that one, and it's great. So, worst person in the world.
Well, so I'm not changing my list. That's my one.
Me neither.
I'm not gonna alter
one.
my list because Joey said it. Like, I mean, fuck that. Like, that's
your one too, Adam.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's my one. Yeah. I assumed we all were gonna have it one. I know what Joey's one is now. I absolutely know what Joey's one is. I think, but
this movie
potentially.
It's we were kind of talking about I mentioned this a little bit, like in a really kind of weird way, but like with the Simon Rex character in Red Rocket, but like Renata Rensby's character in this is she's going through all of these things, and like she's not a great person, but she's not a bad person.
She's
and
not
like,
a bad person either.
But like watching her just like have like make these choices, like I love the character. I love the screenplay, but I loved his direction. I loved the way he moved the camera and how we see things through this world. I thought it was just so good.
I love the fact that like we actually see the character growth throughout this movie. Not only from her, we do genuinely see like her partners grow too at the end of the film. We see them go through their own things, right? But it was such a tender, beautiful look at one woman trying to figure out what she wants from life. It's tender, it's heartbreaking, and it's really messy. Like she is
so
messy as fuck.
Yeah.
And I love it. I understand that a lot of people would probably watch this and think like, I don't know if I can like her, but I watched it and I went, there is a person who thinks she knows what's best for herself. Like that is what it feels like. And I love that she has to come around and figure that out. I really constantly go back to when she's going to visit her former partner when he's very ill in the hospital.
Yeah. Oh man.
Jesus Christ. That is so, because you can tell how much love that she still has for this person, even if it's not in the same way that he has for her. Right. And it's beautiful and unique. And I feel like we don't ever see that showcased on like in film. And God, it's such a good movie. I keep coming back to it. It's perfect. And that's why it's number one for me too, Adam.
I forgot we were ranking when because the other movie I have to do, I had to add, so I switched things around. And then, so whatever. It was one. No, it's not. It's fine. It's great.
Joey's throwing chaos in. I love it.
I got thrown off. My number one is Another Round.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
all added that to the book. Yeah, that's why I did what I did in the last one, because that was 4.
Fair, 100% fair.
But then I wanted to make sure Another Round was in here. We have a whole episode on it. We all put it in the book, but
Another Round is so good.
Yeah,
it's great.
Everybody should watch Another Round. I mean, any Joachim Trier movie, like they're fantastic. But Another Round is really special. He's not afraid to tackle super controversial topics. Like this is literally about being a functioning alcoholic, and it's fascinating and heartbreaking. Ugh, God, I really love this movie. I really love it. And Mads Mikkelsen is a great dancer. So watch it for the dance at the end.
If nothing else.
That dance at the end. Do you guys want to give out some honorable mentions? I know we said Drive My Car already, but like, is there anything else that was just kind of like just off the list that you couldn't quite make room for?
Yeah, I got a few. I mean, so Coda, I do really, really like that movie. Probably a little too saccharine for the book. I just don't think it would make it, but I really like that movie. And then 2 others. It was never going to make my list, but I really like Nobody for what it is. I just think it's a silly, fun, crazy action movie. Very entertaining.
Need more of those in the book.
And I only saw that for the first time when the second one came out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And a movie that I haven't seen since this year. This was the first movie I watched after Ian died, but it's also a good movie anyway. And it's Pig. and I haven't
that's on
revisited
my list.
Pig,
How dare you?
but I haven't seen it since. So
Pig is really good.
It is really good. So those are a few of mine.
Pig was right in there. Pig was close for me. Yeah, Pig's
We
great.
have a clip of me going, I love Pig in a different thing, and I genuinely still feel that way about that movie.
I must slaughter them, and then I use all of it.
I would, you guys. I'm sorry. It's the bonnet speaking. I can't help it.
It's fair.
Titane was right there for me.
Yep.
Petite Maman was right there.
Yeah.
And one I actually tried to rewatch because I haven't seen it since then, but I wanted to see how it kind of would be now. Come on.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I really liked it when it came out, and I just have not seen it. And to be completely honest, I don't think I've thought about it since. So I couldn't put it on here because
Fair.
it just hasn't even like crossed my mind because I was thinking about it today. I was like, oh, I probably could have fit that in a couple by threes. I was like, so that's not even in my consciousness, but I did really like it when it came out. But Pig, Petite Maman, Titane, Tick Tick Boom also right there.
Tick Tick Boom is good. I really like Kristen Stewart's performance in Spencer. Truly, I think she's actually really good in it. I like that movie personally, so I was like, maybe just for the performance. But then the other big one for me was Mad God, which I have talked about before.
Yeah,
but it is a feat of stop motion animation. It's really bizarre and very, very surreal, and I really, really like it. And it would make you it would push your boundaries and make you think. So Mad God was very high up there for me. It was almost in, and then I swapped it out for Inuo because I just think Inuo it has a cohesive plot, and Mad God is more like a lot of nightmare visuals.
That's cool though.
Yeah. So yeah, those were our movies for 2021. Why don't we go through and say our three just so that we know? Adam, what were your three in order from 3 to 1?
You got it. Red Rocket, Mass, and The Worst Person in the World.
And mine was The Green Knight, Inuo, and The Worst Person in the World.
And mine was Shiva Baby, Worst Person in the World, Another Round.
Amazing. Now, if anybody's listening, please let us know if we left off your favorite movies. What would your top 3 be for 2021 that you would like to add in the book? And maybe we'll even add like a poll on Twitter of like, what movie would you like us to cover on a 1000 by 1 by 3? So we'll who knows? I think next time we're going to do 2022. Why not? Right?
No.
Next time. Never
We're doing
mind.
like a special
We're gonna
film
do a special
thing,
right?
Yeah.
But then probably
Then
2022. Yeah.
Then we're gonna do 2022. Yeah. I mean, I'm in rehearsal. I don't write shit down right now. I'm surprised I'm even here. Let's be real. So I have to go churn some butter after this. So we'll see what happens.